Alrighty, let us take off our BRB image. Alrighty, let's pop you out, pop you out. Alright, I've got a pretty cheeky idea here. First of all, before I forget, so here's our pause screen. This is where you're going to find some of the necessary information. If you guys want to follow along or play on the map that I'm currently playing on, here is the seed value. All you got to do is when you start up your game, make sure you put that into the seed value number in the seed value slot. And there you go. Okay, so let us resume our game. I've got a cheeky idea. We're going to call this place Wauconda. Oh. Wauconda. Wakanda forever! Yeah, not that Wakanda. No, no, this is the shitty Wakanda. This is Wauconda, Illinois. A place that has very to little no culture. A place, you know, of varying degrees of quality. Yeah, not the Wakanda we're thinking of. We're gonna call it the other Wakanda. How about that? I know everybody else, everybody from like Illinois and Wisconsin would be like, dude, what the fuck? Wakanda? Why? Let's see, what else we do? I think we grew a person, didn't we? Oh, we put you on dust shits, right? Okay, so we need to destroy this one Dogreshi village, right? Okay, so the benefit of us coming down here with our peon and doing it is that we'll have access to our militia units in our city. Okay, let's end our turn. I was gonna say I was gonna bring my hero on down, but I don't think I should do that because we only have so many turns to get over here to get this other quest. So we got a volcano form 10 tiles. Motherfucker, that's terrible because this is where we want to colonize and everything over here is already converted. So we could go over into our quest journal. I think we're gonna free our people. I think we're gonna pin this to our active quest. So what happens is if you destroy the minor faction, instead of it showing like the little goblin face, it'll be a skull. And if it's in a province that you own, that you've colonized, you can actually rebuild it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually fulfill this quest from these guys over here, the bows. And then we'll have to rebuild the, what are you guys, Dogreshi? I think you guys are Dogreshi. Come on, goddammit, give me the tooltip. Yes, Dogreshi. Dorgeshi. So we'll rebuild it and then we'll talk to him again to actually get our quest because we actually have not spoken with them yet. Okay, let's get you. We're actually up on a hill, by the way. You can notice by these like hexagons. These like weird hexagon, just a cliff face there. Okay, have you continue to explore? I forget what these guys' quest was. So we got 10 spices. We have 3 luxury resources. For the 1 legendary deed, we need to pop 5 of them. We're getting so damn close. Okay. So I did have the 1 unit that was hurt. These guys. We're absolutely going to retrofit them. So they are a little damaged. I'm just wondering if we should fight with them next turn. And complete the 1 quest. I'm thinking maybe we should. Okay, you need to get your ass over here. And then let's end our turn. I think we're still working on what? The settler. Oh, I'm so stupid. It works just like Civ 5. You know what? When you're producing a settler, you don't grow any food. Also, you know, in this game, when you produce a settler, it'll actually take one of your pops. And that person will be the settler. I don't know if... Does it work like that in Civ 5? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played. Last time we played Civ 5 was back in like January or February for that one campaign that I never finished. It's always been in the back of my mind, by the way. I'm actually thinking about just keeping it up there for posterity kind of thing, but actually maybe restarting a Civ 5 campaign. Live stream campaign, that is. guess the only thing, though, is that I'm not going to do that anytime soon because we are playing some 4X here with Endless Legends. I don't want to do, like, back-to-back. Okay, so first of all, we need to fucking blast these guys. Attack them. Hey, Amplitude, this is another bug. I don't know why, or unless it's in a special option. But it used to be that when you fought, you'd automatically get the pop-up screen for it, but now it's not like that. Okay, so we are gonna fight this ourselves. If you notice that this is like your battle meter, you know, this is your color, obviously, and this is the other color. The more of your color, the more chances are that you're gonna win. We are gonna play defensive here. We'll do ready to fight. I would recommend turning off depth of field if you have it on, because otherwise it can get in the way. So the way this works, the way the combat works, is that you get your deployment phase, and you can move your units basically anywhere that's got the, you know, the colored squares, the red squares, or excuse me, not squares, hexagons. And these flags here, this is where the reinforcements were coming in. So if you notice that the previous screen had my one unit that was definitely going to start the battle, and then these guys are going to show up. If you have a unit on these things, then no other reinforcements are going to be able to come from there, so you never want to clog them up. We also don't really want to use our unit in this battle, so we're going to deploy them further back. I want the militia to get in there first. Okay, so now that we got these guys, we're going to put them on aggressive mode. Nice. We got these guys are cavalry slayers, and these guys are cavalry, and these guys are considered infantry, so their cavalry slayer isn't gonna do shit to us. Perfect. I really want my militia to get in there first because I'm trying to save on these guys' hit points. And then you guys go last. I'm actually gonna move you up. Yes, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, then this is obviously initiative and all that. You know, their units are going to go first. We're going to smash them in the face. So our one militia is getting crushed. I'm actually going to move you guys. So the way it works is that this is going to determine their behavior. So you can go like aggressive, defensive, and stand your position. So basically what will happen is that this militia will move first, but because he's set to aggressive, he'll automatically attack anybody that's around him. Now that I gave him commands. Okay, I think you guys, I hate to say it, but I prefer if you guys attack somebody. Let's launch. Okay, so they just killed one of my militia off. Wow, my initiative sucks balls. Also, if the battle goes on for a long enough period of time, it'll just conclude. Okay, so why don't we attack everybody here, please. Yeah, they did 0 damage. If you notice that this like little pop-up down here, this will show you a critical attack, standard attack, and your standard defense. That's why you might get a chance to get just straight up like block one of the units. So everybody's attacking. Okay, let's do it. I may end up having to attack these guys for a second round. No! Goes another of my militia. Son of a bitch. Okay, I want you guys to go on the offensive, please. And you, gentlemen, will do the same. Because I want to finish this fight up. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we get bonuses for being on this lava tile. Plus 20% damage on volcanic tiles. I need to actually look up on the wiki and find out if the barren land here, these guys, if that's actually technically volcanic, or if it has to be specifically like these like lava tiles. Okay, let's move you first. New attack. Great. Very good. Also, the way it works too is that if the enemy's got an attack order against you and you have an attack order against them, but you gave your unit a movement order, the attack will go first, and then that counter attack will count as your attack, which means it negates your movement, if that makes sense. So we lost 2 militia. They will regenerate over time, but we are going to complete this mission. Return to the tribes of village and restore their trust. We'll get the 15 wine and some pacification, and they are the guys right next door, which is pretty handy dandy, Dickie. We're going to move you. And obviously we want to... Why don't we put you... Keep you over in production. Right. Okay. That looks good. So you guys can come down here. And we will take a look at what's inside the goodie hut. Found nothing. Yes, there are goodie huts in the sea tiles, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's first keep you in the woods, because we do get the defensive bonus. So, out of curiosity, so this is just considered Badlands. These volcanic tiles. Badlands. Lava swirls. Shouldn't these be... So what I'm wondering is, like, what actually constitutes the volcanic shit? I mean, is it all these tiles? The lava swirls and the Badlands and all the rest of that stuff? I think so. Because if we take a look, we're only going to get the food out of volcanic tiles, so I'm assuming these things have to be. The barren soil, I mean, it has to be, because we're generating food from there. I don't know why it keeps wigging me out like that. Also, let's rebuild the village so we can get the quest. God, we're really hurting. I need more people over here. But I also want to get my city up. One other thing, if you just hover the cursor over this the turn ending button, it'll give you your score and everything else, all the other necessary information. So we're technically in first place. Let's bring you up to talk to these peoples. We'll pacify them. So we've pacified all of the bows here, and we got our wine. And if we zoom out, they're pacified. That's with the little flag. So if we come over here to the other bows settlement, it'll also have a flag. So I believe the way it works is that these minor factions, they'll keep pumping out these roaming armies of theirs. And I don't remember the way it works is if you pacify them, if they just won't concentrate on your shit, meaning that they won't come over into your territory and start like sieging you out and stuff. I think they still do. I think the only way to prevent them from doing that is colonizing and then assimilating them. I think. So we got some delvers over here. And they want me to do what exactly? So we gotta make sure that we... Oh, I completely forgot we had that. So we need to make sure we have no roaming armies over here, which apparently we don't. Because it's still ticking up. As a matter of fact, why don't we keep that handy so I remember it. Okay. To get the next level of this, use a hero-led army to search for the next location indicated on the map. So we got 15 wine. We'll get 15 or 10 blood crystals. Outstanding. So we gotta move hero person down here. It's a wild goose chase, but it's totally worth your time. Oh shit! Look at this. All right. So first of all, the die is going to give us some influence points. More influence in our city, all of our cities, and we're going to get a little bit of approval. And as a matter of fact, before we do anything, let us... so we're at 65% approval. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pop the other things. Gold gives us more money and approval. This guy gives us, what is this? The spices? Yes. More food and approval. The wine gives us more approval. Hey, look at that. We completed our legendary deed, and it'll give us a shit ton of emeralds, which are fantastic. Which means we basically just pop these things for eras and eras and eras. But I'm not going to do it yet because we don't really have to worry about fortification right now. We're not at war. We're not like inundated with a whole bunch of minor faction units, so we're gonna save those. We also want to take a look at the other two. When somebody completes one of the legendary deeds, obviously it'll give you the faction's icon and then their color here, so you'll know who actually gets awarded this, assuming that you actually, whatchamacallit, I think discovered them. Although I think if another civilization that you haven't discovered yet accomplishes one of these, I think it'll give you the color, but it won't give you the icon because you haven't met them yet. We do actually have everything we need to build this whole expansion, the Museum of Auriga. Okay, so we're going to talk about that because we're going to absolutely do it. So if we zoom in, right, the way it works is that once you found a city in a particular like region, province, you gain everything in it. But in order to actually start exploiting, you know, the various luxury and strategic resources, you need to have, first of all, the prerequisite technology, and then you need to build the actual extractor first. So for instance, right now we have access to titanium, but we're not getting any titanium from that deposit because we haven't built the extractor yet. Okay, and the way it works is wherever you found your city at, you are going to be gathering the actual tile yields from this, okay? But if we hover over our actual city itself, you notice that it says city center level 1. We can level up our city to level 2, but we got to have 4 districts planted next to it, and you definitely want them to be contiguous. You don't want them to be broken up because you can level up the districts by expanding even further out, and then so on and so forth. Very important. That's really important if you want to play tall, because this is going to give us more bonuses. If you look at the city center, level 1 gives us this total output that yields. So it'll give us 2 food, 1 production, 1 science, 2 dust, and then 1 influence, right? But if we level it up, it'll give us more. So we want to level it up. We do definitely want to build this unique shits here. So the question is which direction? We need some, what? Hang on. So I'm thinking we definitely need money. Money and food are the big ones. So if we did plop this down, okay, so we get 5 food, 3 dust. That one gives more production. Hang on a second, there were other anomalies. So we already have these 3 anomalies here. I think we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna put that a little higher up. As much as I'd really love to do this Founders Memorial, I'm thinking about maybe building some of this other stuff first. Oh, I really need this titanium extractor. Jesus Christ, I need so much shit. I think it's gonna be a while before we get our titanium extractor. However, if we could just save up some cash, I could just outright buy it. Definitely a viable strategy. Let's see here. Don't believe there was anything I needed to do, right? I think you just need to back that ass up. Okay, let's end our turn. You know what? I take that back. Instead of doing the Empire Mint, I think we're gonna we're gonna go for the mill foundry first. I really need that production. Because there's just so much shit here that I'm trying to build. And then I think I'm gonna take these guys, and I might just stick them in my city. Maybe. Let's move you over. So we got one more turn to make sure that there's no roaming armies here. So I'm just gonna keep you there. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just move you down. Got a couple temple ruins. Take a little I spy what's inside them. So here we go. The Dust Eclipse, a twilight of shimmering light and sparkling dust. What sorcery causes this summer phenomenon is only known to a few, but none are immune to its mysterious effects. So not only do we know the countdown until the dust eclipse, but we also will know how long it's going to actually last for. So this is going to last for 4 turns. Dust blizzards blow over Auriga. Strange dust activity on temple ruins. Basically what it means is that you can re-explore the temple ruins during these eclipses. Dust confluxes emanate from the land, granting XP and temporary boosts to armies collecting them. I'll get on that in a minute. Let's see here. Shaman's knowledge. During eclipses, Kapaku shamans can locate confluxes in their own and explored neighboring regions and enjoy increased effects from these confluxes. So basically we know where they're going to be at. Okay, we did complete the one quest. So we got our 15 titanium, and we pacified somebody. I think it was the Delvers, right? Yep. Excellent. So let's go ahead and re-explore these guys. So we get some money. Alright, so what they were talking about is, there we go, there's the Dust Blizzard, and that's basically what it's telling you it's going to give you. But if you also take a look at, there's new icons here. So this is what they're talking about, the conflux. So if we zoom in, it appears as like this like blue like diamond. Actually, it's more like a lozenge, technically. And then we also have another one over here. Nourishing conflux. So there's these different confluxes, and basically what it is that if your units go over these, they'll collect it and they'll get the bonuses. But what I'm unsure of, an amplitude, if you guys could please implement this would be really handy. How long do these goddamn things last for? Is it just for the turn, or is it a number of turns? So if I moved an army over here right now to collect this, how long am I going to get these bonuses for? I'm not sure. Also, it'd be really nice that if, you know, like, let's say it was just for the turn, and I came over here, collected this, and then attacked an adjacent army, that these bonuses would be somehow, like, reflected a little bit more in the stats, like, as an actual effect. Because I remember doing this last night, and I did not end up seeing it. I did not see the bonuses, that is. Very disappointing. We got another conflicts down here. I'm assuming we're going to be having access to this. Okay, so, again, this is what I was saying before. Because there's this dust eclipse, right, means, or excuse me, not the dust eclipse, because there's a quest related to this this ruined here, or the set of ruins, is that we can explore this and get the quest. But because there's also a dust eclipse, meaning that this is already filled, so we can do this twice. So let's do the quest. We'll get 10 blood crystals. We need to go to the next location, obviously, which is way the hell up there. Okay. And then we could, let's explore it a second time. Nice. Get a whole bunch of titanium. So this conflux will give decreased upkeep and more health regen. And they don't stack within the same type. So which means I think if we collected another nourishing conflux, maybe these confluxes last for the entire duration of the eclipse. That's an interesting theory. That'd be really handy. I almost think that'd be a little overpowered. Let's collect it. The reduction in the upkeep is really, really attractive. Okay, we need to go way the frickety-frock up here. This unit here, you guys can actually explore this one. Get some money! Okay, so just out of curiosity, right, so these guys collected, it does show it, empowering conflicts. It ignores movement penalties due to terrains. So how long is that good for? I think we could probably look at bringing you home. Still trying to produce this one settler. Still, for a couple turns anyways. Okay. Let's go ahead and... So this little arrow icon, basically if you give units some movement orders that are going to last several turns like this, if you do that, you can press this button and it'll automatically move them for you. Which I'm going to do. It'll move everybody all at once. Takes a little bit of the micromanagement out of it. Nice. Get some dust. Okay, so I'm able to do this ruins down here twice because I actually have not done it the initial time, and then because there's the special event, the eclipse, we can do it twice. We'll get some science and some dusterino. And I believe that's all I can do, right? You actually have... Move up once. There we go. And when the settler is done, we'll actually have a unit to escort them. And I think I agreed upon that tile there, if I'm not mistaken. So they still have the conflux. You know what? I'm actually thinking these confluxes last for the entirety of the eclipse, because the eclipses generally don't last that long. Interesting. So if I go out there and collect this other, the swift conflux, which gives you all kinds of movement, which is outstanding. I wonder if you get both. I think you do. Fuck it. Let's try gunning it down. Let's go over here first. Go up one more, and then let's explore you. I'm pretty sure that the temples actually have a diminishing returns. At least that's my theory about this, because my game last night playing as the Kopaku saw me like exploring ruins for like the 6th time, and I know I sure as shit wasn't getting anything out of them. So I'm thinking that like the diminishing returns, like it reduces your chances of actually finding something or being successful. There's a swift conflux. Why don't we try to get it? Let's end our turn. Finally. Get our settler. Yeah, motherfucker. As much as I would love to get some food, I'd really heavily reduce this. I am actually going to try to get another population. Another pop. Okay, let's get our swift conflux. It's only going to be good for this one turn, pretty much. Let's get a new army. Let's get our settler and put him over here. So we have to bring 8 glass steel back to the Urses. I believe there was a legendary deed, wasn't there not? Pacify 8 villages. We're in first place. If we pacify the Urses right now with our glass steel, we'd have 6. We're getting pretty close. Why don't we do it? So the Urses have been pacified. Fabulous. Let's get this other conflicts. We get both confluxes. Okay, so we're answering some questions here. Very, very nice. I'm glad we've elucidated this. We also have our another neighbor down here, the pink guys. We get a unique shield, break wall. Can be equipped by heroes only, of course. Natch. Let's go ahead and explore this ruins for another time. Signs and dust. Okay, our hero is too far away from home to get the shits. Actually, go here. If we stop here, we can actually talk to this minor faction. So we have to give them 50 dust. Give us a little bit of influence. Very well. Nice. Gain a level. 1 XP per turn. So generally the faction related, your right path or your right tree is really like if you're going to make your hero into a governor instead of making him like a general. You know, we're not actually at war with anybody yet. But I think we should probably... I'd really like to go for Indiana Bones again. I think I'm going to. We're going to max that out. Well, I would like to adjust her equipment. But again, we're not in my territory. So they gave us influence. This quest line has another part. You please the Saratan who told you what you actually need to do. Use a hero-led army and find and talk to other Saratan village located in the same region. Which means that we haven't discovered yet. It's fine. We can obviously do that. We already have our hero there, which is really convenient. And I think everything else looks good. Okay. And you'll know that it's almost going to be the winter because the way it works now is that you'll have your summer and then you'll have this like short dust eclipse period. And then after that goes away, you might have like a turn or two before winter hits. And then we'll talk about winter once it actually arrives. Let's put our settlers here. And we want you guys to come right over there. All right, let's finally finish up this quest. Ridiculous. The troops may be tired, but the effort was well worth it. So we got a whole bunch of luxury resources, which is awesome. If we take a look at our city, yeah, we're fervent. The happier people are, the more bonuses you get. FYI, really, it's really important to notice this, right? Because every time you grow your city, like a district, your approval is going to go down, and obviously you're going to get less and less bonuses. It's pretty self-explanatory, but for those of you that are not familiar with 4X games or just not familiar with this, it should be pretty commonsensical, I don't think. Right, we met the Broken Lords. Fucking Broken Lords are pretty broken, by the way. They are going to attack us. I know they are. So you guys are indifferent. I would really love to actually take out the Broken Lords. So I think maybe we should stop dicking around with this. Okay, get a little bit of money, some science. Let's come over here to the other one. Okay, build a city in the new region within 15 turns. In a new region. Okay, not the region. I was gonna say, motherfucker, I ain't gonna come over here and colonize this bullshit, but it does have glass steel. We're already gonna do that. We're gonna do that in a few turns, as a matter of fact. Next turn, we'll be able to actually colonize this. Which means that we'll be able to take over, or finish 2 quests in one go. You still have a little bit of movement. See about going up this like little pathway up here and try to find this other... Was it Seratan? Yeah. As soon as we grow another person, I'm going to put them on production. Although my science is still kind of hurting. Okay, so we got to level up. We finished up Mill Foundry. We're going to be finishing up Empire Mid here real soon. So we'll have a new Empire plan unlocked in 9 turns. Okay. Broken Lords are going to attack me like a bunch of assholes. I mean, if I really wanted to be a dick about it, I could actually blast him, because his stalwart here is almost dead. And these guys are both infantry, and we have infantry. So, you know what? I think I'm actually going to... Well, that's rough. They only need to get off a couple of attacks before I'm blasted. Before I'm dead. Yeah, let's not do that. Because I know that I'm going to end up taking out maybe like his hero and one of his units. But once I'm surrounded, it's like my unit's toast after that. I don't really feel like sacrificing anybody just yet. Don't have anybody to replace him with. Okay. You know what sucks about sitting right here? Oh, fuck. If I put him right here, though, I'm not going to have access to the sea. Oh, motherfucker. I didn't think about that. The other problem is when it comes to upgrading my city center. Oh, that's shitty. 9 food, 13 production. So this will give us more science and more production, but less money and less food. I'd rather have sea access right now. Okay, there's the Seratans. Let's go talk to them. Finish up the other quest. Wait, what the fuck? Told you that you with a hero-led army, find and talk to the other Seratan village located in the same region.